Hi, I'm Carol, the Director of Garden Education for Urban Harvest. I'm here today to talk about tea, a children's tea. Kim Perry, our Food Access Director, talked about herbs and tea for health, and today I'm going to talk about some children's favorite herbs for delicious tea, which is nourishing, calming, and good for overall health and emotional health. So a cup of tea. I harvested an orange from the citrus tree, and also, did you know that orange leaves can be used for tea? In some places of the world, it is a common ingredient for tea. And so I harvested a couple leaves that I'm going to add to my harvest bowl for tea. So I have my orange leaves, and now I'm going to gather some herbs from the garden. So follow me this way. Did you know that you can also add lavender as a tea? I'm going to harvest right in between the nodes, some of the top, so I can have a nice fragrant branch of lavender, which is calming. And has a beautiful fragrance for the tea. So I have orange and lavender, and right over here I'm going to pick a sprig of oregano. And did you know that oregano also makes a very nice tea? All of the oils in oregano are antibacterial and also antiviral. They're just so good for you in helping to fight colds. So I'm going to add a little bit of oregano to my tea. You can also make a tea of sage, but the flavor is a little bit strong, and since I'm making a blend for children, I'm going to put something else that children would like. Now right here I have a lemon balm. And lemon balm is a wonderful herb for children because it is calming for the mind, and a lot of herbal formulas will use lemon balm, which is also known as Melissa officinalis, for calming tea. So that it helps with anxiety and stress and will give our tea a lemony flavor. So we're going to add these leaves. And it did get a little bit of frostbite in the transportation. We just planted this in the garden, and lemon balm is in the mint family. So I'm just cutting it back a little bit and gathering the leaves for my tea. So I have the lemon balm, and now let's go right this way. I'm going to add a few flowers to my tea. These are violas, just to make my teacup a little bit pretty if I'm having a tea party. Okay, I'm going to put my little flowers right here. Usually when you harvest flowers, you just leave them and let any type of bugs that may be on your flowers crawl away. But otherwise, I'm not going to rinse them because then it will bruise, it could potentially bruise the petals, and I want them to look beautiful. So I'm going to add water to this. I'm out here in the garden, so I brought water in, and this is to soak my herbs so that I can wash and prepare them for our tea. And finally, I have spearmint. I'm going to harvest sprigs of mint for a minty tea, which is wonderful for digestion. And of course the oils are used in all types of things, such as candy and toothpaste, of course, for minty fresh toothpaste, because it is also antibacterial. So I have my tea blend here, and I'm rinsing it off. And if you have a dish towel, you can use a dish towel to blot dry your herbs. So sometimes if I have a salad spinner and a lot of herbs, I'll dry it in a salad spinner, but I'm going to put my herbs right here to dry. And this is a wonderful activity because children get to know the garden and the herbs that are growing. So again, I have lemon balm, which is related to mint, and I have some of the mint, and lavender, oregano, and orange leaves. Now I have this orange from the garden, and I'm going to rinse it a little bit, and basically I don't have a knife, so I'm going to use my scissors as a tool to snip some of the orange rind. I want to take some of the zest of the orange and not the white pithy part. Sometimes you can just cut a whole piece of orange rind and include that, but I am basically going to cut some of the rind so I can have some of the zest in my tea. Now I have some orange zest, and I'm going to add this right into my teapot. And since I have these large sprigs, I will put the whole thing into my teapot. Right there. And this I'm going to leave out as a garnish. And now I'm going to get my hot water. For tea leaves, you want to steep the tea leaves. If I had any roots for my tea, I would want to simmer those for just a little bit. But for leaves, we want to steep in hot water. And since my tea is caffeine free, the longer I have it steeped, the stronger my tea will be. So I will leave the herbs in my teapot. So now I'm going to let my tea steep for a good 5 minutes, and then I can serve my tea. I've steeped my tea, and I'm going to pour a delicious cup. And I'm going to garnish it with a mint leaf and also an edible flower right in my teacup. So enjoy. Thanks for joining me in making a cup of children's tea. So we hope that you will also plant lemon balm, oregano, and lavender in your garden